Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? Hi, can you hear me? Can somebody give me an indication that they can hear me? Charles, you can hear me, thank you. Let me just share my screen quickly. All right, everyone have access to my screen? Hello? All right. Okay, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Lonabo, once again for organizing this masterclass. It is always an absolute pleasure being here. What an amazing lineup of speakers. I'm going to be brief. I'm going to try to be quick. I can go on and on and on if I talk about something that I'm quite passionate about. SD Solo, what you have just presented on is quite powerful. SD Charles, thank you so much for your contribution. It was amazing. SD Noctula and Cargo, I really enjoyed both your presentations. Just to say to everyone, if I don't love something, I won't do it. I'm standing here because I love helping people. And that's the reason why I'm here to talk to you about selling. Let me quickly qualify myself before I go on this or take on this topic, because you're probably wondering, why would I talk about selling when I've always been talking about products? So I have moved away from clinical work and I'm now owning a company that distributes medical devices, a company that was funded by Longrich, and it is doing quite well as we speak. And the main activities of the business is selling. Without selling, there is no business, or without sales, there's no business, and without selling, there is no money. And that's the reason why I'm here today to talk to you about selling, because that's basically what Longrich is all about. It's not just about recruiting individuals into the business, but we do have a product that we need to sell to people who need it. Now, before I start with the presentation, I just want us to differentiate between the three things: sales, selling, and marketing. It's important for us to know the difference, and this is the reason why. Sales is more concerned with how we ensure that the product gets to the people or it gets sold. The types of activities that one would be involved with will be product demonstration, it will be putting your table at the mall, maybe doing cold calls, and anything that's just all about informing people about the products. Selling is when there is an exchange of money for goods. So that's where the money is now coming into your hands. And lastly, we have got marketing. Marketing is all about activities that are done to make sales easy. So those would be the pamphlets that we get, videos that we get from Longrich, promotions that we get from Longrich, advertising, and all of that stuff. Why is it important for you to know the difference? There are so many people that are involved in sales. They are stuck in doing demonstrations. They are stuck in telling people about the product, but they never get to a point where they actually get their money. So I want you to differentiate between the two so that you can understand why you are possibly failing. It's because you are more involved in sales and not selling, because selling is all about the money, and that's the most important thing. Now, when it comes to sales, like I said, it's all about closing the deal. It's the art of persuading your customers. It's helping them to take action. It's about being enthusiastic. It's about showing passion. The last thing you want to show is desperation. When you show desperation, people actually run away from you. They wonder, why is it that you're so desperate to sell us this product? So it's so important for you to show your passion, to be enthusiastic about the product or even the business that you are selling. You have to inspire your customers. When you inspire them, they are drawn towards you. And lastly, there will be times when you are doing your sales activity that you will not get a commitment. you should not worry about it. It could just be that the customer is not yet ready to commit to a sales. So in that instance, you could just make sure that you get some commitment. So it could be somebody who says, I really love the product, but I don't have the money to pay for it. Or, I just want to go and find out more information about the product. What you do is you give them some space, but you ask them when you can get back to them so that you can follow up. So if somebody ever shows interest, don't walk away from them. Make a note. SD Charles spoke about having a notebook. So make a notebook of those customers who were not ready to commit, and go back to them with more information. Maybe they just needed some information that, some gaps that you needed to fill in. So just in summary, selling is about closing the deal, is getting the money into your hands. That's the most important thing. It's about being enthusiastic. It's about showing passion when you're selling your product. Now, it's very important, when you are in selling, that you have important skills. What I like talking about is having interest. There are people who are in this business, but they do not really have interest in people. They joined the business because they wanted to become millionaires. They bought into the business, they have products, but they're not really interested in what the products are all about. They're not interested in health issues that are out there, or many other issues that people could be experiencing. Read, current trends in health. Read current trends in important products that we have, so that you can be able to go and tell people about them. So, as a salesperson, you need to have the 10 important skills that are listed on the screen. You need to listen to people, and as you listen to people, you will be able to pick up what their needs are. When you sell, you first have to go and meet a need. Sometimes people are not even aware of their need. You meet somebody on the side of the road who has got pimples, and because you're not interested, you just walk away from them. But if you could go and start stimulating that need, start talking about beauty, start talking about the face, you just bring to their attention and their recognition that they actually need to start taking care of their face. So as you listen to people, you will be able to pick up what their needs are. It could have just been that you went to sell sanitary pads, but because you're having this conversation and you're such a good listener, somebody comes up with a weight loss issue that you were not aware of, and now because you have got knowledge of the product, you're able to give them information about the product that they can use. Obviously, you have to have tenacity. I must say, sales is not very easy, but if you know what you are doing, it's going to be very easy for that sales activity to lead to selling or to close that deal. Have organizational skills, know where your products are, know where your price list is. If somebody asks for a price list, you should be able to give it to them quickly. If somebody asks for information about the product, have your brochure and all the information that is required. Have good verbal communication skills. And I mean, yes, some of the skills you have to learn, but some of them you already have. You just need to fine-tune them so that you can become a successful sales person. Everything starts with a customer. Without customers, you don't have a business. So when you are sales driven, you have to have an understanding that 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers. That's the 80-20 rule. So why is that important? It's important because it helps you build and expand your customer base. If you still have 10 customers that you're selling to, it's a very dangerous place to be in. You need to keep on expanding so that your 20% of your business can increase because you have more customers. It's very important for you to identify who your customers are and who your clients are. There are people who would just come and buy and go, but there are those who would have or would come back for repeated business. Those are the people that you need to take care of. Those are the people that you need to invest your time and your energy in. You need to excite them. If you have sold somebody sanitary pads, go back again next time and tell them about panty liners. Maybe tell them about green tea. Tell them about, bamboo soap. Your customers have to see you as somebody who cares about them. They have to see you as somebody who's passionate about the business, somebody who cares about their needs, even if they're not even aware of their needs, somebody who helps them recognize what their needs are. Satisfied customers will help your business grow. Now, when it comes to customers, you also need to know who you are selling to. You need to know the age of your customers. You obviously cannot go and sell certain products to children. You could have a product that's specifically targeted to children, but you may want to approach the parents. For example, sanitary pads, you could want to sell to teenagers, but it doesn't help you going to teenagers because they still need to get permission from the parents. Or maybe you might want to target the parents, or you can do it vice versa, where parents are a little bit reluctant. You can go to the younger teenagers and give them information about the sanitary pads and why they need to switch to a certain type of a sanitary pads, and they're able to go to the buyers, and that's where they're able to convince them to buy the pads. So it's important for you to know who you are really selling to. Sex is obviously important. We have got products for both males and females. Income. Don't go and sell cordyceps to somebody that cannot afford to even buy one packet of sanitary pads. It's going to frustrate you. Do not go and sell certain products that you know that individuals cannot afford. There are certain individuals that come from a more middle class then those are the individuals that you should approach with a certain product. So as you segment your customers, you have to know which products you are selling to who. There are certain individuals that say no to products, not because they're expensive, or not because you're not a good seller, but because they cannot afford, and they can't say that. It's also important to know your social class. There's certain people that would not care about, skin. There are certain individuals who would not care about a certain product. Know the social class of your customers so that you can be able to approach them with different products. There are people who care about their health because of their social class. So you will always come with a different product to them. If it's somebody who's really in a social class where there's a lot of stress because of job demands, because of a whole lot of things, you may want to go and sell them a product like berry oil, and you can tell them, look, this product has got omega and it's going to help your brain with brain functioning when you're at work. It helps you concentrate, it helps you focus, helping you with those mental activities. You could go and sell them coffee, because their social class allows them to move from real coffee to the Longrich cordyceps coffee. Look at your geographical location. Certain individuals you can't reach to, and you have to understand that it becomes a little bit expensive to sell them products. So if you realize that, the people that you are prospecting, customers that you're prospecting live far, you have to take into consideration that it might become a little bit more, the product might become a little bit expensive because of where they live. All right. And then you look at their personality. There are just some people who just don't care. There are people who are more outgoing, who are more, they're quite charming. Even when you talk to them, they can bounce off the energy. They make you feel confident about the product that you are selling. So it's more like a give and take. Look at the people that you are selling to and segment them. So if you're dealing with somebody who's got like a sluggish personality, somebody who's got a negative attitude towards things, it should not bother you when you walk away and they don't commit to buying your product. Important. There are individuals called expensive customers. I run away from such people. You will send them information about the product. You will send them videos. You will send them a price list over and over and over. Every time they complain about the price, there's something that they want to complain about. Those are people that are draining your energy. Run away from such people. If you find that you have got customers that are quite expensive, for you to get a commitment from them, it takes so much. By the time they buy, you're like, I really don't want to deal with you anymore. Identify such people. They drain energy, and run away from them if you can. Let them be at the bottom of your list on that notebook. You need to qualify your prospects. Also, if you are in recruiting, you need to know that individuals are different. There are people who are early innovators. So these are the people that when you come to them and you say, hey, Longrich has introduced a new product and these are the benefits, they will most likely go into the business. If you are a recruiter and you go to them and say, hey, here's a business opportunity, you know, this is how it works, this is a compensation plan, these are the products, those are people that will just jump onto the opportunity. And then we have got early and majority innovators. So that's where, you know, people are a little bit more open. Your early innovators don't really do a lot of thinking, you know. And lastly, you have got your late lovers. Those are the people who have got analysis paralysis. You could be struggling to sell because you are selling to these kinds of people. You know, for them, they need to have seen that the product works. It must have been in the industry for 12 years. So many people must have used it. When you send them a testimony, they need another, or they ask for another 5 testimonies because it takes so long for them to just commit. And that's just their personality. So it's very important when you are in selling that you identify who your prospects are, not just in selling, but also as you recruit, that you quickly analyze and identify who is standing in front of you, so that when you walk away without being frustrated. You walk away still with your confidence, knowing that it could just be that this person is not ready to commit to this business opportunity because they're just the late majority innovators. All right. Now, what are you selling? What's the point of being in sales when you don't even know what you're selling? Are you selling a product? Are you selling a service? Are you selling knowledge? Or are you selling a lifestyle? We all know that Longrich or network marketing is all about selling a lifestyle. That's why you would see people posting cars, people posting holidays, people posting all sorts of things, because they're trying to lure or to introduce the opportunity by showing others what kind of a lifestyle they can have by joining the business. And then you have got another set of people who sell knowledge, and that's where I specialize. All I've been doing since I joined Longrich was to sell knowledge. I've been selling knowledge to my customers, and I've been selling knowledge to you Longrich members. And there are people who are selling service. These are people who joined the business, and like Cargo, they decided to become stockists because they're all about servicing. They want to make sure that products are available. They want to make sure that when you come in to capture your forms, they process all of those things. So you need to know in this business, what are you selling? Is it a product that you're going to sell to your customers? When you are a stockist, you have to make sure that you are selling the best service. When you are like me, you have to make sure that you are knowledgeable about the product, about the business, about the services that are available. If you're going to be like SD Vivian, SD Happy, SD, you know, all the other SDs, SD Noctula, who are all about selling a lifestyle, identify one of these, and whatever it is that you want to sell, excel at it. Know the benefits of what you are selling. What is the point of talking about a sanitary napkin when you don't even know what the benefits are? What is the point of selling a lifestyle when you don't even know what the benefits of that lifestyle are? Know your value proposition. People want to know, why must I join company A and not company B? Most importantly, they want to know, why must I stop using? What makes you so different? What makes this product so different to any other product that's available in the market? When you say I must buy Longrich sanitary pad, what is it that is offering that is so different to any other sanitary pad available in the market? Now, because I'm more on products, I want to quickly go into the product segment. Now, we have got 4 product segments. We've got health, energy, beauty and cosmetics, and weight management. If you don't know this product segment, you're going to fail. If you're all about the sanitary pad, people, we tag and say, you know, I made money through selling a sanitary pad. It's not just about that. There are many products that we are selling, and it's important as a distributor to know all the 4 segments that we're selling in Longrich. Now, as you sell your products, it's very important for you to know impulse buys. These are products that are easy to sell. For an example, a mouth freshener. When you're busy selling, you know, your sanitary napkin, You tell people what is the why. Why must I use Longrich sanitary pad? Because we know 62% of female reproductive problems are due to poor quality sanitary napkins. What are the benefits? Comfort, no leakage, and reduced menstrual pains. And what are the benefits? The benefits are that I'm preventing myself as a woman from the gynecological problems. Now, as you sell the sanitary pads, you pull out the mouth freshener. If you go to, for example, your grocery stores, you will find that when you go to the tills, they have got an aisle with sweets, with gums, with, small items. These are the items that we call impulse items. And as a distributor or as a seller, it's important for you to have these items. After selling a sanitary pad, have your small toothpaste and say, oh, by the way, here's a small toothpaste that you can buy. Try it on. These are the benefits. This is why you need to start using this toothpaste. You could have a shampoo. It costs about 25 rands. Have it as an impulse buy. You have a box of the white tea soap. It's another impulse buy. So identify all these products. Have your major products within your segment. Have your impulse buys. Now, it's so important for us to understand what makes certain individuals successful, whether in the business, in selling, or whatsoever. Now, a lot of research has been done, and what I have found to be most common is most successful people have what we call grit. Now, there's a summary of what grit stands for. G is for growth, R is for resilience. After you have been beaten down, after you failed to sell that product, after you failed to get somebody to join in the business, go back home, learn from your failures. Perhaps you didn't present the business properly. Perhaps you didn't even know what the benefits of those products are. Perhaps you could not sell the value of green tea, which is long life, increasing your lifespan. You could not, present the business in such a way that somebody could buy into the business. You need to go back and know that you can bounce back. Have tenacity, have perseverance, have that I will not give up. Now, there was a study that was done in summary as you look into what could be the reasons why you are not successful. This study looked into kids, and they looked at why would kids quit in life? And what they found was that they stopped believing in themselves. Most kids who stop believing in themselves give up. You stop selling because you failed, and now you don't believe in yourself anymore. You get stuck in the past, your past failures. You can't move beyond your past failures. You can never visualize what is possible because everyone seems to be succeeding, but you're not. And therefore, you don't see the possibility of succeeding because of your past failures. You believe in your weaknesses more than you believe in your strengths. It's so important as an individual to know what your strengths are, where your strength lies. If you have got products, if it is that you don't understand the benefits of the products, go and read. There's material available. I have done a lot of videos on the benefits of the products. Maybe you feel sorry for yourself. Oh, poor me. Everyone is doing so well in the business. I can't. I don't have qualifications. I don't have friends. I don't have data. I don't have this. And because you're feeling so sorry for yourself, that's the reason why you quit. Sometimes you think that your problems are unique. Trust you me, we all are experiencing problems at different degrees, but it is our resilience, it is our bouncing back that makes us and help us to be successful. It is the grit, it is the perseverance, the hard work, that I will not give up, the growth mentality that I will grow from my failures, I will go and learn, I will go and acquire skills that makes us succeed in life. And people expect fast results. They found that children who expected fast results quit. Perhaps you've quit selling those products because you expected everyone to buy immediately. You expected to sell all 1,000 products at the same time and make your millions within 2 months. It doesn't work that way. If you find that these explain your personality, if you find that you have most of these characteristics, I want to encourage you, go back to the drawing board, go and seek inspiration, motivation. I know some of us lack intrinsic motivation. We just need people externally to motivate us. Find such people and find your drive again. I love selling. That's what I do. I have made millions in this business. My company is thriving because I have understood the art of selling. That is what defines my new career and my new path. On that note, I thank you everyone, and I hope you've enjoyed this.